Welcome back to Treasures from the Purans, a treasure chest of fascinating stories from the Puran genre of Indian literature. The curated stories in this series are from Srimad Devi Bhagavatam, which I have adapted for this podcast. I'm Valentina Trivedi, bringing you treasures from the Purans. Srimad Bhagavatam Punyam Nanakhyan Kavanvitam Dvaipayanamukhodbhutam Panchalakshana Sanyutam Shrinvatam Sarvapapagnam Shubhadam Sukhadam Tatha Itihasamidam Punyam Kirtitam Muni Sattamaha. Anybody who hears this Srimad Bhagavatam, endowed with 5 characteristics and filled with various anecdotes that came out of the mouth of Vyasa, finds all his sins destroyed and attains peace and blessedness. O Munis, this holy history has thus been described to you. In the last episode, you listened to all the questions that King Janmejay posed to sage Ved Vyas. The learned sage Vyas, the son of Satyavati and the knower of the Purans, when asked by Janmejay, the son of Parikshit, replied thus to remove his doubts. O king, the course of karma is not easily comprehensible. Even the devatas are not able to understand it completely. When this universe arose, it was from the seed of karma that the individual souls arose and then went on incarnating from innumerable different wombs. When the effects of this karma ceases, the individual soul does not incarnate in a body again. Karma done by the individual soul is of 3 kinds. Sattvic karma or the auspicious karma, tamasic or the inauspicious, and rajasic or mixed. Sanchitani bhavishyanti prarabdhani tatha punah Vartamanani dehesmin strevidyam karmanam kila. These 3 kinds of karmas are further divided into sanchit karma, or the karma accumulated through all previous lifetimes, bhavishya, or the future karma, which is also known as agami karma, and prarabdh karma, or that part of the sanchit karma which is playing out in this lifetime. All these karmas dwell within us. No individual is born without some sort of karma. Karma has no beginning and no end, till an individual soul exhausts it completely and attains moksha or liberation. Controlled by karma, this whole universe changes incessantly. Pleasure, pain, old age, disease, and death. Joy, sorrow, lust, greed, anger, and other attributes all arise from the effects of karma, which is ordinarily called fate. Anger, jealousy, hatred, and other similar emotions arise owing to such tendencies from previous births, and love, compassion, pity, too, arise from tendencies of past births. Dear listener, an aspect of agami or future karma is kriyaman karma. It is that form of karma which is being created by our actions in the present life and over which we have complete control. This is free will. Think of kriyaman karma as seeds of karma we sow in the present through our thoughts, words, and deeds. What we sow today determines the future harvest in this life or future lives. O King of Kings, continued sage Vyas, even in this world, the intelligent ones renounce their kingdoms and wealth and resort to living in the forest to exhaust their karma and be rid of being born again and again. The sages too perform severe penance and asceticisms to attain moksha and be able to rid themselves of this cycle of birth after birth. O best of Munis, said King Janmejay, in this human birth, one is inundated with all kinds of thoughts and flooded with numerous different emotions like lust, anger, jealousy, sorrow, enmity, treachery, remorse, greed, and delusion. The suffering experienced in the womb, the pain during the time of being born, the misfortunes in early childhood, the troubles of passionate lust in youth, and the greatest sorrows and difficulties of a householder's life, all these have to be faced by human beings. Why then did Sri Hari or Vishnu incarnate in human form again and again? Who among the wise and liberated would choose to take on so much suffering? Why does he decide to leave his comfortable abode, Vaikuntha Lok, replete with all sorts of incessant heavenly pleasures and constant happiness, and choose to live in this mortal body filled with blood, urine, feces, and other filth? Why does he choose the pain and suffering of this body over the wonderful ambrosia and prosperity granted by his consort Lakshmi? Please answer this question and remove this doubt in my mind. O King, replied sage Vyas, it is because not just humans and animals, but all the devatas too, as well as Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, have to bear the fruits of their karma, whether pleasant or painful. Human beings, by doing penance and practicing austerities and giving alms, rise to the level of Indra, the king of the devatas. Yet, when the effect of his good karma ceases, Indra too comes down to inferior births. There is no doubt about it. At the time of Vishnu's incarnation as Ram, the devatas had to be incarnated as monkeys, and at the time of Krishna's incarnation, the devatas incarnated as cowherds of Gokul. Thus, being urged by Brahma, Vishnu incarnated several times to destroy evil and preserve dharma. O best of kings, now I will tell you about the facts leading up to the birth of Krishna. Krishna's father, the illustrious Vasudev, was actually sage Kashyap, born as a human and tending to cows because of a curse. It so happened that sage Kashyap stole the wish-fulfilling divine cow Kamadhenu from Varun Devta for the purpose of conducting a yajna and did not return it even after Varun requested him several times. Varun Dev is the god of oceans and water. Varun Dev went to Brahma and complained about sage Kashyap's conduct. O glorious one, he said further, I could not bear the pitiful cries of Kamadhenu's calves, so I cursed sage Kashyap. I told him that he will go down and be born a human and spend life as a cowherd. Two of your wives, Aditi and Surasa, too will be born as mortals and subjected to great difficulties and suffering, I said in anger. On seeing the distressed calves, I further cursed Aditi that she would be put in prison and her children would be stillborn. On hearing this, Brahma summoned sage Kashyap. O fortunate one, said Brahma, knowing that it is a sin to steal, why have you stolen Varun Dev's cow? Aho lobhasya mahima mahato api na munchati lobham narkadam nunam papa karma sammatam. Ah, how influential is covetousness! Even the great are not free from its clutches. It is looked down upon by the wisest and is the source of all sins and leads to hell. Sansare balvan shatrur lobho medhyo varah sada kashyayo api duracharah kritsneho duratmana. This odious and unholy covetousness is a powerful enemy. See how it has overpowered even Maharshi Kashyap and prompted him to commit a sinful act. Henceforth, I will count greed more powerful than fate. Then, to preserve righteousness and justice, Brahma ordered his own grandson Kashyap to be born on earth in the Yadu clan, unite with both his wives there, and spend his life as a cowherd. Thus it was, said sage Ved Vyas, that sage Kashyap, in his part incarnation, was born as Vasudev in the Yadu clan, and his wives Aditi and Surasa were born as Devaki and Rohini. King Janmejay thanked sage Vyas for telling him about the overarching role of karma and the reason for Vasudev and Devaki being thrown in prison and suffering such hardships, including having 6 of their newborns killed. In the next episode, I will bring you the story of a sister's curse, an obedient son, and a treacherous act by a prominent devata inviting another curse. Dear listeners, in Hindu philosophy, karma is a central concept that explains the cycle of cause and effect governing an individual's actions and their consequences across lifetimes. It is possible that this episode may have generated fresh questions in your mind. If that is so, you may want to delve deeper into this fascinating subject. Much has been written about it by both Eastern and Western thinkers. Katyayani Mahamaye Bhavani Bhuvaneshwari Sansara Sagare Magnam Mamuddhar Kripamayi Brahma Vishnu Shivaradhye Prasida Jagadambike Mano Abhilashitam Devi Varam Dehi Namostute.